sad for some of us, so trigger warning. I'm going to be talking about losing loved ones and emotions with that. So, just a little backstory. My first experience with loss was in 2007 when my grandpa passed. I was 4 years old, and since then I've lost many others. I've had extended family pass that I wasn't super close with, family friends. My dad passed to cancer when I was 15. Both of my grandmas passed in 2002. One unexpected, one sort of expected. Death is a touchy topic for many people. Some days it's hard for me to talk about it because it just hurts, and I don't know, just thinking about it sometimes just sucks. And other days, like, I can talk about it like I am right now, and I'm totally fine. Sometimes we try to hide our pain, and that just makes it worse. Sometimes we try to just move on, and we forget to work through the things we go through. You can't move on unless you move through. And you can't truly move through unless you're doing it with the Lord and asking Him for His strength, His peace, His comfort, and for Him to heal your brokenness during the trying times of death. I think it's important to remember that it's okay to feel hurt and to be sad about losing a loved one. It's okay to feel as what we as a society deem as negative emotions. So examples would be like sadness, anger, etc. Jesus felt it. John 11:35 simply says, Jesus wept. Jesus was sad after his friend Lazarus passed. We can be sad and we can feel hurt when we lose someone too. What's not okay though is letting those emotions lead us down the dark path. A path with no hope, bitterness, and no God. That was a path that I started to head down the last few years of my high school career. It was deep inside of me, and it was something I didn't share much with my friends and family at the time. I deep down believed God was real, but I was just angry. I didn't care. I was just kind of going through the motions. But when I came to college, I had this stirring inside of me that I didn't want to live my life that way anymore. And I knew I needed to get back into a relationship with God, but I just didn't fully know where to start except like looking for a church. But I didn't really do that. But thankfully, I met Elena, who graduated last year, and I'm so thankful that she invited me to his house back in the fall of 2020. When we're in pain, a tendency of the flesh is to isolate, and that's exactly what the devil wants us to do, and that's just not good. Like, he wants us to believe that we're alone, that no one understands us, and that we'll never work through our pain. But that's not true. What high school Taylor needed was a strong Christian community of people her age to stand by her and walk with her in those dark times, to encourage her and to stay strong in the Lord, even though it was confusing and difficult at the time. If you've experienced a tough loss in your life, whether it was recent or years ago, I just want to say, I am sorry for your loss. And it's okay to still feel hurt. But I want to encourage you to stick with a good, solid Christian community of people your age. Reach out to someone you trust and just ask for some time to talk, for encouragement, accountability, whatever it is you're looking for. You're not alone. Look around you. You have a community right here to start with. I also want to encourage you to remember that God gave us emotions, but we are not to let our emotions control us and cause us to sin. Ephesians 4:26-27 says, "Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger, and give no opportunity to the devil." Feel your feelings, but work on self-control if those feelings run deep. Put them in check with Scripture, and seek wise counsel from your community when you're feeling things so deeply. Because feelings are real, but that doesn't mean we should always trust them. According to Jeremiah 17:9, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately sick. Who can understand it? So just to recap, it's okay to feel negative emotions that are part of our life, but don't allow your emotions to run so deep that you fall into sin and turn away from the Lord. Check in with a trusted Christian community for advice and support. Draw closer to the Lord as you go through these hard times. He's the one that will give you true peace and true comfort. If you want to talk more about anything that I've said tonight, or just want to talk about your grief, come and find me, shoot me a message. You can get coffee sometime. I'd love to talk more. Thanks.